Hi, I'm Kat Day, and I'm here with Jon Schieszer.
Store. So Davey Wester, who I don't know if you guys saw the clip, but the comic, we long time friends, worked the door at the Comedy Store. I'd be parking cars, he'd work the back door, vice versa. And then about 10 years ago, we went out on the road together a few times here and there, and the shows were always solid. And the formula was really good, it was really tight, and we put on a really good show. And um, that just kind of piggybacked. And then over the years, that's, I don't know, we probably worked together 100 times, maybe more, maybe a few less, but uh, it's nice. You get off stage, and I remember in Fayetteville, Arkansas, we did a show, and some guys came up and they were like, "Oh, that was great. That was like some Comedy Store shit," is what they said. And they had no idea that we were, had kind of started there, if you will, or like, really grown as a comedian there. And I was like, funny you should ask. I'm like, we both logged way too much time there. But as a direct result,
Yeah, that's about it, guys. Hilarious. Put your hands together for Davey.
it makes you stronger, comedically. That it wasn't a very friendly place, and you can get, not to say I wouldn't have grown doing mics here and there, but you needed really thick skin to kind of keep your head above water at that place, and that definitely translates when you're doing shows around the country. In a worst case scenario, you're thinking, yeah, I've handled this already 13 years ago, 8 years ago, when that drunk guy from Ireland was in here, and like, so it puts you in all these interesting situations to really help deal, um, with life on the road, doing stuff like that. And Davey took those same skills, and, he's one of the hardest working guys on the road consistently. I mean, just in 2021, since February, I think he's done close to 100 shows just in the last 4 or 5 months. Um, and and it speaks to like his style, and what he's bringing to the show, because a lot of the times he'll do a gig and they'll want him back in like 3 months, 4 months. When can you come back immediately? And so, uh, which from a comedy club standpoint, it's, you typically you'll go 9 months. Like, say I just did last weekend, they'll have me back in 9 to 14 months, because you don't want to. One, there's a lot of comics. Um, so when that started happening with Davey, I was like, man, you must have shows me must be going really well if they want you back, immediately. But yeah, those are all. Davey's always been Davey. He hasn't changed a bit, for good or for better or for worse. Since, and I've known him since, yeah, right when I got to LA. You know, so 17 years, I guess.